be a little bit shaky, but I'm going to try my best to make it relaxing. This room really looks pretty much like a preteen's room, but I'm just a collector and I have a bunch of things that I have collected over the years, and I don't really know what to do with it all, so I thought that I would show off what I've collected over the years. And I'll probably try and stabilize this through my video editor program. Now this is one of the shelves I have that has dragons. As you can see, this one changes colors from red to orange, and I've disabled auto zoom on my iPhone, so it may be a little bit blurry, but zooming in and out during this video would be somewhat annoying to me. And there is my Frank Zappa on the toilet poster, and my shrine to Zappa. My biggest shrine of all is my Bob Dylan shrine. It's got just a bunch of pictures of him and posters. As you guys have probably seen throughout my videos. I turned off that light for a better view. But yeah. And these little dragons that are hanging from my bedpost I have collected. They're actually ornaments from the Bradford Exchange that I bought on eBay for a good price. And I know you probably can't see very well here, but I've got a few more dragons and a witch with a dragon. And then a back poster. And then in my corner I have a poster that I made of Peter Gabriel, and then another one from Genesis. And then if you go even lower I have yet another one. And there is my transcription equipment. And as you can see, all of my walls are just filled with posters, and my ceiling. And even behind my desk or my armoire, I have two giant heads of Bob Dylan. And I know you can't see them because of all the dragons. But anyway, continuing on, I have dragons all around the rim of my bed. And the shelves that you see over here are actually shelves from my childhood that I haven't really changed much. Just things I've collected throughout my life. And it's a little dark, so you can't really see very well, but that's some of my Snape collection and some more dragons that I have gotten. And then over here, I just put in this shelf, which is my Game of Thrones Daenerys bust, my Hound autograph from Rory McCann, my Hound bust, which I just made a video of not too long ago, another autograph from Rory McCann, and then my other Daenerys bust that has Drogon instead of Viserion. Here is my Tyrion statue. I have it sort of hidden away because I couldn't find room for it, but I put an LED light there so you could see it. And he's holding his axe, and his helmet is on the ground. And in the background is a statue of Ziggy Stardust, or a mask of him, wearing one of my masks because I didn't really have a place for that. But that is my Tyrion statue. And then my wall of Beck. It's kind of incomplete. And then I have my gemstone dragons, which are stones from every birth month. And then a random wind chime because I didn't really have anywhere else to put it, so I just kind of kept it in the house. Here's a closer look of my Snape collection and a few dragons that I have collected. I know it's kind of dark, but I don't have good lighting over here. And my dragon egg, which I have sitting on top of my small cauldron that I've used in several of my videos. And there is a bookshelf that I keep a few more trinkets on, including 3 more little dragons. And this is actually a piece of the Hound's cape from Game of Thrones. I need to find a card holder for it, but for right now I do not own one. And behind that is actually a statue of Ozzy, which you probably cannot see because it's so dark, but it's a statue of Ozzy from No Rest for the Wicked, I believe. And a big paper doll that I made. Some jewelry that I've collected. More dragons that I've collected. Frankenfurter from Rocky Horror Picture Show. Alice Cooper. And some books in the background. And a picture of one of my past dogs, Rascal. I also have things on the shelves that you can't see, but I'll show you this thing I made. I got bored one decided to make a clay dragon. I haven't painted it yet because I really don't want to ruin it. But I was pretty proud of it because it's basically the first clay thing I've ever made, sculpture-wise. And I think it turned out pretty nice. I know it's pretty blurry, but he's basically wrapped up in his wings. And I just have a few horses that I used to collect when I was young down there, but I'm not going to get them out. There's a Draco Malfoy bust that I actually bought for a friend, but we lost touch and I kept it. Moving on. Here is a doll that I'm not gonna say I made it, but I put clothing on it as to dress it up like Tanetta. And he's riding Rainbow Dash. And I don't really know why I did it, but I just wanted to do it, so I did. Now, I have more things even on the back of my TV stand, which is 2 more gemstone dragons. Some dogs from Game of Thrones, Ghost, Grey Wind, Lady. This is one of the Funko in memoriam Rob Stark figures. Shaggy Dog, and then a miniature ghost, and then a big Grey Wind. And there is some light. Some dogs. I collect these dogs because they remind me of my older dogs that I used to have. Rascal and Bailey, who was a beagle. And then I have my console systems over here. The Wii, PlayStation 3, and my Xbox 360. And some games. And it's pretty dark over here, but I have my Freddy. This is one of my Freddy gloves. I have 2. One of them is made of metal and one is plastic. This one is plastic, and I just have it setting on an old-fashioned light to make it look like it's a hand coming out. And some Bob Dylan records. My Trailer Park Boys game. Some more little dragons that you can't see probably because it's so dark, but they're made of pewter. And they're from Game of Thrones as well. I collected all 3 of them. And then I have my Bob Dylan box set down there. And a John doll for some reason. My grandmother actually bought me this for my birthday, which is, if you can see it, a dragon letter opener, which is actually exactly like the table that I own down here, which I will show you. Here is my biggest dragon that I own, which is a table. And he's holding a sword and a globe. And I just put 2 little LED spotlights on it so you guys could see it, but book that I'm still reading. I'm trying to go slow on reading it so I don't run out of things to do. And then here's a bear with a mask on and some bunny ears. Oh, and I also have an Arya Stark statue. And some more posters. Pantera. Alice Cooper around the edge. Some more posters on my ceiling. Iggy Pop. David Bowie. I used to be into him, so Billy Marlowe. Zakk Wylde, Black Label Society. Tom Waits. Grateful Dead. Johnny Cash. Primus and Les Claypool. And then some Hunter S. Thompson. And some more dragons. And some Peter Gabriel pictures. I put these dragons in like lantern type things to try and make it a little bit different looking. I'm not a big fan of what LED lights look like, but I thought I would put them in just so you could see what it looks like inside. I have a green one up here. And they just sort of hang on my wall right next to each other. And then below that, I have a statue of Ghost and Jon Snow. Now, I have broken the sword off this statue so many times that I had to turn it a different way so people stopped running into it. But it's still a pretty cool statue, I'd say. It's very detailed. There's Ghost. And yes, I have a little teddy bear light switch that I've actually had since I was a baby, so I've kept it because I like to collect things that I've had for a long time. There is a David Bowie poster, and then another David Bowie poster under it. And then my Slayer poster that everybody comments about. And some more band logos that I listen to. And then I have a Snape cutout that is about 6.5 feet tall, I'd say. So I put a Paul Stanley mask on him and a wig. And it's like the main attraction in my room, I'd say. And then I just have another little vinyl Bob Dylan poster hanging on my closet just because I wanted to buy it and I had no room for it elsewhere. But that's that part of my room. Now, I have also collected Jareth dolls from Labyrinth, which I have 2 of. This one is 12 inches and it talks. This one is actually incredibly rare, it's just my sandstorm ball that I have shown in another video. And then I bought this Beetlejuice doll that I used to have as a kid, but I lost it, so I rebought it. And then I should probably show this. I made this in college because I won this baby doll out of one of those claw machines that they have. And it was really creepy to begin with because it had a spider on its head. And I couldn't really tell what the baby was supposed to be. So I just sort of took some nail polish and painted up its face to look kind of like Alice Cooper. And I whitened out its eyes so it kind of looks creepy zombified. And I collect a bunch of dried roses and other things. Feathers. But here is my Franklin Mint Dragon collection that I collected over the past year. And they're all really cool to me because they're made out of some sort of porcelain and lead glass on the bottom so they shine in the light. And then on Etsy, I actually just purchased this dragon. It looks really realistic. And it's pretty gigantic. And then I just have the Bride of Chucky behind it. But that is basically my room. And since I've gotten so many requests to make a room tour video, I thought that I would do one finally, since I have everything all put together. And I know it's really not a room for the person of my age, but I believe in being like forever young, so that's what I do. I have my Falcor plush at the end of my bed, which is about 4 feet long. And then a little puppy dog that I got quite a while ago. But, yeah, I know this was probably dizzying and not as relaxing as my other videos, but I thought I would do it anyway. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope you guys